Before I proceed with this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you, so if you just scroll down right now, take a look in the description, you will see how provided chapters. So if you really care about the likes of all the collection continuations, or maybe really care about the likes of all the clothing and armor skins, just scroll down, take a look. The options to skip ahead is right there available to you. And with that, good day, Ruskin Endurers. Hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the Rust Workshop skin checks. I'm going to jump in straight away today, start talking about all the skins. So if you want to get a link to this collection, just look at the description, it's always at the top. If you want to go through that in your own time, you're more than welcome to do so. But if you want to listen to me as I slowly go through all the skins and identify all the collection continuations, and of course use the likes of SCMentor APP to help us visualize whether it's okay to jump in and make an investment, well, let's get started. Let's start talking about deployables. We have 3 furnaces here, and let's go. So, the gelatinous furnace produced by Anything. Very bright lime green, and at night, when you turn it on, brightens up ever so nicely. It's not a tasty jelly. In fact, it might get a taste out of you. Oh dear. So if you like that design, by all means, please consider showing your support. Yes, with every single skin that we're going to look at today, I will say consider showing your support. That's me pointing out, do you want to vote yes or no for it? It's up to you. But also, if you happen to really like a skin, why not go to the comments section? Go offer some nice kind words. Keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice and creative designs in the future. But if you don't happen to like a skin that much, but you can clearly see why not offer some constructive feedback? Be nice, concise, and straight to the point, and who knows, if the skin isn't accepted, they might incorporate your feedback into a version 2, and who knows, maybe that gets accepted in the future, and you help them out. So, it's up to you. So at the end of the day, with this gelatinous furnace, if you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Anything. Now next up we do have the likes of the blue marble furnace produced by JJ, looking pretty nice over to here. The scales kind of reminds me of the Twitch drop we had not too long ago, but hey, still looking quite impressive and whatnot. So if you like what you see, if you're a fan of this, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, JJ. What do we have here? It's the gargoyle furnace. Yes, quite sinister looking. Get a good look at that. Ooh. So yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing too colourful, but the design of the gargoyle looking pretty sinister. So if you like that, well, consider showing your support to the likes of Papacar Universe Kid. Let's see what happens with the likes of that. Right then, let's move on to discussing the first collection continuation for the video today. We have the Abyss small box, and it's the version 2, or aka the resubmission. So this was originally submitted like a year ago, if I can recall. But of course, with the recent Abyss skins that we've been seeing getting accepted, not surprised to see Little Ranger and Graham Crone have resubmitted it. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and talk about the likes of the Abyss collection, which recently got a double door accepted, didn't it? Now, since then, it's been doing quite nicely. As you can see over to here, that's up by 34%. Those boots up by 36%. Those gloves up by 131%. Yeah, I would assume that the Abyss collection's doing quite alright for itself. Yep. During the summer, all of these skins rose up ever so nicely. Tier 3 still is a bit of a problem. The hoodie, not the pants, just the hoodie, has started to go down a fair bit. Not sure why, but anyway, you can see that there's clearly demand for these skins. They're doing quite nicely, but more specifically, if the small box were to be accepted, would we potentially see any changes? I'll be honest with you, it's already doing good. I don't imagine the small box is going to have that much of an impact. However, all by itself, the small box very likely would do quite nicely. Much like the large box, I wouldn't imagine it would sell ridiculously, and I would imagine it do a very good job of retaining its value all by itself. But with all these deployables already out and accepted, I don't think the small box is going to have that much of an impact. In fact, if anything, as we slowly get closer towards the likes of October time, these prices are expected to drop. Slowly, not instantly, but slowly. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to have that much of a change, but by all means, do you like the design? Are you a fan of this collection? Please consider showing your support. Best of luck to the likes of you two, but you're already quite successful. Just going to put that out. Right then, so it's up to you if you'll jump in and buy into those other deployables, but it would be smarter to wait around until October time, when the prices are expected to be cheaper. Less people playing the game, less demand for skins, lower skin prices. Right, so let's move on to the likes of large boxes. We've got a lovely batch of them and another collection continuation. First up, we have bread. Does it come with butter? It doesn't come with butter. Oh no. But hey, at the end of the day, goofy, straightforward design. It's fresh out of the oven. Ha ha ha. But yeah, looks quite tasty, I guess you could say. Do you like bread? Well, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. WetQA. Let's see how that turns out. but you do have competition. Next up, we have the I thought that was its name. It's the large woodbox crystal. Seems to have had a bit of a spelling mistake there, but don't worry. So sorry about that, Stapitch. I thought that was its name. It's the crystal large woodbox. Get a good look at this. Right, so interesting looking pattern. Lovely bit of coloration. Now if we could get a nighttime pic, we can notice the glow in the dark. Cool. All right, so do you like this design? Are you a fan of this? Then please, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Stapitch. Let's move on. Oh, got a better view of the glow in the dark there. Cool. Next up, we have the medical flashbox. So I've been talking quite a lot about this collection over the past few weeks. It is the perfect example of what I assume Face Punch wants for a storage collection. With its creativity, its individuality, I think it's the perfect option. Will it be accepted? I have no idea. But let me just remind you of something. At some point within the next 2 months, we're going to have Complete the Sets and Most Wanted. And I understand currently we've just probably finished our lockers, the neon lockers. I don't think we're seeing any more neon storages being produced for the rest of this year. I think that's it for the neon storage collection now. So maybe Face Punch might want to wait a little bit longer, then consider adding this. Because like I said, this is like the best example of what apparently Face Punch would like for a storage collection. So if you want to learn more about this whole situation and the rest of its collection, look at the top right now. I made a video in the past discussing this very detail, and after you've watched it, you'll understand what they are apparently looking for with these storage collections. Cool. So at the very least, if you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support to Sir Q and Candytron. Best of luck to you guys, and let's see, does it get accepted in an upcoming restore, or does it get accepted later on, potentially for Most Wanted? We'll find out. Next up, here we have the next collection continuation to discuss. It is Spinoza's My First Base glow-in-the-dark large wood box. Now, there's 2 versions of this. This is the original, this is the second version. I don't specifically know what the difference is, so we're going to have to quickly figure this out. You got that one there, you got this one here. Is it a slight change in the coloration? Is it a slight change in the glow-in-the-dark? I don't fully know. I think they might have rearranged some of the pictures. I have no clue. So in your own time, if you want to spend a little bit more time looking at that and figuring out what the differences are, feel free to tell me, or feel free to just figure it out for yourself. At the end of the day, guys, if you like what you see, please consider showing your support. But as I hop over to here, literally just last week, we had the My First Base wooden door. Now, initially, didn't expect anything of it. Most wooden doors, unfortunately, do not hold up very well, as you can see. Oh dear, look at all of those. Yet this one, after almost a week, is still holding on quite nicely. It's still retaining its value. It has 19 listings though, alright? So let's just get that across. That's nothing. On average, every Ruskin on the Steam market usually has around 100 quantity. For this to have that many is very, very low. Like, very below average. All the better for it to rise up in price because there's hardly anything there. But I'm under the assumption that everybody who bought this over the course of last week still does not have the ability to sell this. There very likely could be more listings. However, as we go over to here again, if we were to see a brand new My First Base Deployable skin to be accepted, you might consider that the wooden door will probably get bought out. And if it did, I mean, there's not much there. It can easily rise up in price. This looks to be in an interesting position. Now, like I said, by default, I didn't have that much interest in it. It's a wooden door. But I can't help but assume things are looking pretty interesting right there. So if you want to jump in, if you feel confident that either of these storages will be accepted, then by all means, jump in, make a move, see what happens to this wooden box in the future. It might be the one wooden box that everybody appreciates. But unfortunately, over the past 2 or 3 years, every single wooden door that initially looked quite alright still ended up in the negative pretty badly, right? So it's unfortunate, but it does keep happening every single year. So one more quick look. In the past, we had the likes of the wooden door from Hell, El Diablo. The year before that, we had like Molten Visage. They sold for higher prices, still went down. So is that okay just for now, or is it not even reaching its potential? If we do see more of these My First Base skins being accepted, yes, things can definitely improve. So yeah, it's up to you. Do you like what you see? By all means, consider showing your support to Spinoza. But yeah, which one do you like more? I still haven't figured out. Oh, I notice it now. There's a rainbow on the side, and over to here it says my stuff. It was a small difference. Okay, cool. There you go. I figured out the differences. Which one do you prefer? Feel free to vote. And yeah, that's that. So cool. I believe I've accidentally just closed my collection because I'm an idiot. We should know about this. But personally, in regards to making an investment, I'm not going to make a move. I still do not trust wooden doors. Very sorry to say, but I acknowledge that that's an interesting spot. So let's move on. Metal doors. So we don't have any wooden doors this week, unfortunately, but we have a lot of sheet metal doors, and we have a lot of garage doors. So brace yourselves. We've got a lot to look into. Right, first up for the sheet metal doors, we have the Little Story metal door produced by Dragon Normavan. They've got a lovely style to this, lovely little comic scene. One of these doors glows, one of these doesn't. Get a good look at that. Which one? Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd probably go for the one that glows. But yeah, do you like the style? Do you like what you see? Is this something you'd like to see being added to Rust? Because I know this is a collection they're building up on. But I will point this out, Dragon Normavan. If you're making a collection, even if it hasn't had any acceptances yet, you've got to make a collection list, all right? That's something Facepunch wants. That very likely could be the reason why these don't get accepted. So make a collection list and then, put all that in there and good. And in the future, we'll probably see a lot more of these. Guys, if you like it, show your support. Best of luck to you two. Let's move on. Right. It's another drawing theme skin. Gunya. What is this? Where's the colours to colour it in? It's nothing to colour it in. I'm pretty sure it's like those the old toys in which you could draw silly things and whatnot. Cute. Right, well, if you're a fan of that, if you like what you see, and of course there's a glow-in-the-dark version as well. No, it's just purple. It's red and purple. If you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you two. Let's see what you're competing with. Right, Diva Dan has reappeared, and he's produced a very interesting looking skin. That looks scary. That looks creepy. And yeah, that's the whole idea. At night time, that's what it looks like. And yes, that looks very unnerving. But if you actually see how they did it, that's pretty cool. That's interesting. So do you like the unnerving design of these people in the dark staring at you? If that makes you all scared and unnerved, perhaps that's the type of skin you'd like to actually buy. So consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Diva Dan. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Next up, what do we have here? Mr. Milho Frito with the Origin sheet metal door. Well, this is different, so let's just go and make this all nice and HD, and then we'll look at it and watch your video. So, got a good look at it as we pan to the sides. Look at all that reflection. How did you manage to get a rock into that door and make it glow? I have no idea. How'd you get it out? I have no idea. So yeah, very nice, very impressive. Could this potentially be a brand new Deployable collection to look forward to? Or is this just something he's done on the side for now? We shall see. If you like what you saw, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Milho Frito and Sakadis Milias. Next up, what do we have? It appears to be a brand new collection by Multi-Arhat Boris and Damned In. They are making tarot card themed skins. First up, we have a sheet metal door, The Fool. Okay, this is pretty cool. So potentially, how many skins in total will that be? You just had it all in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Is that going to be all deployables? Is that going to be some weapons? Who knows? But the very first skin is The Fool. It is a sheet metal door. And if you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support. And it might not just be for this specific skin, but it might be for the future of it, the potential of what you might see with all of it. Cool. So, best of luck to you two. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Next up, we have the Toxic Gaze, sheet metal door, and it is quite a little bit unnerving as well. Why does it stare at me that way? So if you probably knock on this door and look up, you'll probably get turned to stone. Now, that doesn't glow in the dark, but I do believe we have a glow in the dark version right here. So, Mr. Verona, interesting looking design. If you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support for either one of them. And best of luck to you, Mr. Verona. Next up, we've got a trapdoor. So, do you like cheese? Well, just go over to that door right there. Go grab it. I'm sure you'll be able to get it. It's not going to be a problem. Do you remember the movie Mousetrap? Cool. It's a cool move, cool film, yeah. So I bet you watched it and you got the idea. Right, so if you like what you see, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, my query, and let's see what happens in the likes of this. Okay, oh, what's the... Oh, yeah, runny door. Okay, I saw this, didn't fully figure it out. Is this a runny egg, but it's like a monster? It's a monster egg? Don't know, but the yolk for eyes, potentially. Hey, get a quick look at that. Pretty sinister. It reflects nicely, but it doesn't glow. So if you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Jesslyn Xenia Paris. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted in the future. Right, oh, now we're moving on to collection continuations. It is another resubmission for the clan-based Sheep Matador. Yes, so quite recently-ish, we had the likes of the clan-based Garage Door, and very recently-ish, we had the large wood box being accepted, didn't we? So... since then, I think it's been about 6 weeks now, Mr. Kizaru has been chasing to get another skin accepted, but we got this weird thing going on, so I quickly hop over to here. So many new deplorable collections got started this year, but stopped after 2 and 3 acceptances. That's happened like 10 times this year, this being one of them. So there were other skins that were produced more than just the Sheep Matador, but none of them were accepted, and... much like all those other deplorable collections that stopped after 2 and 3 acceptances, this is what we end up with. Down 52, down 48. Very unfortunate to see, but it keeps happening. But maybe we could break this curse and, well, see the likes of the Sheep Matador potentially actually getting accepted. If it were to be accepted, I mean, we're still in that awkward position of, okay, we got 3 accepted then. But it very likely might stop there again. Who knows? But these are not holding up very well. I don't have a lot of confidence in that. Yes, it might spark a little bit of interest if you were to see the door being accepted, but I think it needs more than just that. And that unfortunate thing is it's just not doing very well. People just aren't interested in it, I'm afraid to say. But yeah, if we kept getting more skins accepted, that could easily turn things around. But personally, I'm not going to make a move in terms of making an investment. But if you like the designs, if you want to see more of this collection, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to Kizaru. Let's see how that turns out. But you do have competition. We've got the Smouldering collection here with a Sheep Matador as well. So let's talk about this. Now, unfortunately, it's kind of the same situation. What do you mean? Smouldering collection isn't exactly holding up very well either. Take one quick look at this and you'll see for yourself that it is quite down as well. That barricade, very interestingly, does not have many people listing it below a certain threshold. It seems coordinated. Let's just ignore that. But all these other skins here, yeah, not 100% sure what's going on. I just sit here and assume it's a lack of interest. Yes, we did get the barricade accepted somewhat recently, but still not fully confident in the likes of these skins to make an investment. But by all means, do you like the design? Are you a fan of this? Would you like to see this being accepted? Please consider showing your support to the likes of Mr. WAGAN, and yeah, maybe, just maybe, we'll see even more of these skins being accepted. Oh no, we're going to get a double Sheep Matador, aren't we? I can just tell. Alright then, well, it's up to you. Personally, I'm going to take a step back because I already own a bunch of these. Typical. Anyway, so best of luck to you, Mr. Wagan. Let's move on to likes of garage doors, and we have a lot of them. Right, so it's definitely looking to be another week where we have tons of deplorables and not that many weapons and not that many clothing and armor pieces. Yep, it's definitely going to be one of those weeks. So let's just grab all the remaining deplorables and then let's start yapping. Right, so Hewok and Irrepeller, they've returned with a very, very, very interesting artistic garage door. If you aren't fully aware of who they are, well, in the past, we've seen some very, very, very interesting designs for garage doors for holiday seasons, and they've been quite successful with that. But this is just like random, like, hey, let's just randomly go make a good-looking door. Now, maybe that could have been a Halloween skin, debatable, but by, all by itself, right there in front of you, do you like that design? I don't fully know what all the themes are. Is it Elden Ring madness? Probably. But, hey, playing Rust makes you go mad as well. So, yeah, here you go. Here's the glow-in-the-dark version. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan of this? Do you reckon that's perfect for Rust? Consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Hewok and Arapella. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Feel free to tell me. Sorry about that if I got it wrong. And yeah, do you know what makes me go mad? When you're in the train, you turn it on, and you stare at the milk and it vanishes. Just vanishes. Where does the milk go? I'll never know. Right, next up, what do we have? Okay, surely this is referencing the Zelda stuff. All right, this video, oh, it's a drawing process. I thought it was a trailer. Okay, never mind. I'm pretty sure this is like the villager that sells you the things and Zelda and whatnot. I know the memes. I know the memes. Cute idea still, though. So VHS, pretty goofy, pretty silly. I'm sure a lot of people would like to use that regardless for their servers and whatnot. So if you like what you see, if you're a fan of this trader design for the garage door, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, sir. Next up, we have the wicker garage door. This is produced by Jiba. So yeah, wicker basket, wicker door. Yeah, I guess it works. So yeah, do you like it? Are you a fan? Please consider showing your support. But we also have a second version here with transparency. Yes, you've got like a little bit of a hole that you can slightly see through. So it's a little bit of transparency, you know, just move the little bit of reeds. I can see through it. So if you like that, if you're a fan of this design, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Jiba. Next up, we have the Astral Garage Door. Look at that GIF. Wow, nice and colourful, shiny, reflective, interesting, and it glows. It glows. So you're a fan, do you like what you see? Best of luck to you, Mr. Ideal. Let's see how that turns out. Best of luck. Right, next up we have Cavency's Dragon Gate Garage Door version 2. Get a good look at this, the dragons. Now, I do believe the original one had like colour, which did look cool. This is now black and white, which still looks very cool. The design looks very interesting. But yeah, this is a version 2 now, isn't it? He's been trying to get several deployables, you know, accepted, but he's just not been very successful, unfortunately. The design, all of this garage door and whatnot, looks very nice, but garage doors are very competitive. I'm sure you can tell with the amount I've just shown you already, and so many more that I'm about to show you. So if you like what you see, please, please, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Cavency. Let's see how this one turns out. Next up, here we have the Ultramarine lines produced by Jiba. Yep, wait, hang on a minute. Didn't you produce... Did I get that wrong? What? Was that a late skin for the previous week? No, you submitted 2 skins the same week. That's not allowed. Yeah, you're not going to have a skin accepted if you do that. Sorry, I'm not going to talk about that. Reinforced Garage Door, produced by Kaglian and Yenlar. Right, so... I do believe this was apparently going to be a continuation of their prison... What was it? Their sheep in the door from the previous week? But they realised it didn't really match up very well. So this is completely all by itself. So if you were to try and put those 2 and 2 together, no. This is completely isolated by itself. So if you like what you see, if you're a fan of the reinforced garage door, please by all means consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Next up, we have 2 versions of this Royal Gate garage door. And yes, one of them is transparent. No, I do not think it's got a good chance of potentially being accepted. So this is the non-transparent version. As you can see, it's not, you know, it's not translucent, it's not transparent, you can't see through it at all. But if you go over to here, you might notice this one does have some transparency. It's got little slits all the way through, yep, and you can see through that. I've looked at it in-game. No, I do not think it has a decent chance of being accepted. We all remember the garage door late last year. What was it called? Doomgate? I can't remember. No, Blood... I can't remember the actual name it was called, but it originally was called Doomgate. This right here, pretty much the exact same thing as that garage door from late last year, which eventually didn't get added to the Rust door. It was supposed to, but it didn't. So regardless, Sepesh, you have the idea. If you're going to try for something like that, at least provide the alternate option which doesn't have the transparency. You gave it a shot, let's see what happens. They might still potentially accept that. After what happened last year, they probably forgot already. So if you like this design, if you think, yeah, I'd love to use that for my base, looks really cool, then please, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Sepesh. Let's see how this turns out. Right, now we have a collection continuation. It is the Chalk Garage Door. This will be called Chalk Menace if it were to be accepted, I'm sure. But yep, get a good look at this. Now, does it glow in the dark? It does. Or does it? Yes, it does. Right, okay. Make sure you put glow in, like, appendices next to the name. Pretty sure Face Punch approves of that. They like that. They want that. You can point out it glows here, but it helps that so much more if you put it here. And you do have a collection link, which is all the better. So recently we had the wooden door being accepted, and of course not too long ago we had the large box accepted. So let's just quickly hop over to here and start yapping about that door and of course that large box. Because both of them don't glow in the dark if I recall. So if I could just quickly look at both of these. That large box already down by 17%. This wooden door, It's 10,000 subscribers at the moment. Now, it looks nice, looks cool, but it doesn't glow. And I feel like that's definitely going to be a big problem for these. And of course, I just talked about wooden doors. Yes, whilst the one for the previous week, doing reasonably okay. I just don't think that's going to follow suit in terms of how well this has performed. But a collection continuation. But yeah, wooden doors eventually just do drop off quite badly. It's very unfortunate. So if you're looking at the wooden door in this current week, at the very least wait until tomorrow, because of course we're doing our abnormal barders. This is not abnormal, but we'll still talk about it. We'll still discuss how we're going to approach it. But I'll sit here and tell you, I very likely will just stick with doing a barder. Sorry to say. But at least with the large wood box, you're probably going to sit there and say, okay, what about that? What about that? I mean, it's already dropped off, and I feel like it's going to go down worse. Yes, continuation should help it out, but even then, I'm sorry to say, I know. I'd rather be honest with you than, deceitful, I guess you could say, or incorrect. Regardless, if you like the design, if you'd like to see this being accepted, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, yeah. Keep up the good work. Let's see what else you can produce. Armour doors, double doors, we shall see. Keep up the good work, all right? But in terms of making an investment, I think I'm going to take a bit of a step back. I'm sorry to say. So we'll leave it at that. All right. Next up, here we have the Proprietor Armoured Door. Get a good look at this. It is a glow-in-the-dark armoured door, as you can see. It's warning you. Maybe you don't want to pass it. Just saying. I mean, it's right there. Oh, dear, oh, dear. So if you like what you see, if you're a fan of this, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Wildcat. Let's see if this gets accepted in the future. Next up, here we have the Armoured Door Beyond Reason. Sorry about this, I got a little bit lost as I was reading that. So this is produced by Rayleigh and Koba, and that is cool. It is a little bit out there, isn't it? So what's all this about? What do you think of when you look at this? Weird, strange things? Yeah, me too. So if you're liking this, and if you like the non-glow version as well, by all means, please consider showing your support. And best of luck to you too, because that is out there. That is a very strange looking armoured door. But the all-seeing eye knows all. And when the hatch goes up, oh, that's cool, yeah. So you become the all-seeing eye. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Cool. So best of luck to you too. Pretty cool idea. Let's move on. All right, next up, what do we have? It is the double doors. We have 9K with his bunker double door. Get a good look at that. It's like the back of a car or a truck or something. All right, pretty cool. Bulletproof, as you can see the windows. But yeah, that does not glow in the dark, does it? But I do believe we have a second version with glow in the dark. We've got two lights in the middle. Very nice. Very interesting design. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan of this? Please, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. 9K. That's a pretty cool looking design for a sheet metal double door. But you do have competition. Next up, we have the Biker Bar produced by Henon or Xenon. I don't know how to pronounce it. Please tell me. Yeah, so with the recent bikes being added to Rust, he thought, well, you know what? I'll go ahead and make a bike themed skin. Sheet metal double doors? Sure, they're getting a lot of acceptances. So here we are with a fairly bright looking sheet metal double door skin right there. Looking very interesting. Looking very cool. If you find that, like, something you'd like to see in the Rust door, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Henon. Let's see how that turns out. But we do have an actual collection continuation right here. Is the Dead Souls sheet metal double door. So this was a collection that was doing quite all right towards the end of, what, 2022, early 2023, in terms of acceptances. But unfortunately, the skins themselves, not exactly holding up very well. Down 17, down 56, down 58. Now, there were attempts to get a lot more skins, accepted and whatnot, but of course you can clearly see it didn't work out very well, did it? Nope. So, looking at the state of that, do you really think this sheet metal double door is going to be a big impact on the likes of all those other skins? I highly doubt it. But by itself, another sheet metal double door? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But you never know, maybe this revitalises the collection in terms of getting a lot more acceptances. Do you like the Dead Souls sheet metal door? Design, all the skulls looking at you, staring. If you like it, please by all means consider showing your support. In terms of is there an investment to be made, I don't think so. I'll be taking a step back. So best of luck to likes of UK Vladimir and Hello. Let's see how that turns out, but just want to confirm this does not glow in the dark, right? It doesn't glow. Cool. Right, so that was the last deplorable skin to talk about for this week. out of all of these skins, which one was your most favourite? Which one do you think has a genuine good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? Feel free to comment below. I'm going to take a real quick break, and then I'll start talking about like so all the weapons and the tools. Cool, 30 minutes. Right, so I do believe we've pretty much talked about half of the skins already. Very nice. And then with a lot of the clothing and armour skins later, most of the skins are part of collections. This is going to probably be a quick video. Keep up the pace, Hedge. Come on now. Go, 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 go. Right. Haven't been feeling super great. Sorry if I sound a bit funny. My apologies. But I'll make sure I get the rest of this video done very nice and quickly. Gentlemen, shall we now proceed to talk about all the weapons and the tool skins? First up, we have the Friendly Rock. And, well, he's looking pretty friendly. This is produced by Kicker. You might realise he was the guy behind many of the Animal Fiend skins for the Rocks last year. Give a look at this. Would you like to have a little buddy, a little friend to carry around? Well, you got it right there in front of you. So if you like what you see, if you're a fan of this, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Kicker. And will you turn this into a series of rocks, but for different types of sports? We'll see. So best of luck to you. Next up, what do we have? It is the Fluo Rock. Fluorescent, I'm guessing it's meant to imply. But yeah, very bright, very cool, interesting. Do you like it? Are you a fan? By all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, little cramp. And let's see how that turns out in the future. Next up, we also have the Neon Rock. So this is like, you know, covered in like wire, all wrapped around. Okay, I mean, sure. It's not like you can't do it. I'm not sure if there's a good reason for it. Like, I know a lot of people don't really like glow-in-the-dark rocks. They don't want to be seen at night time, so it's a bit counterintuitive. But regardless, if you think it looks cool, if you like it, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Red Rex. Let's see how that works out in the future. Right, so what do we have next? A bone knife and some salvage sword skins. All right, here we go. I think I might have skipped one there. Right, there. So, we have the Demon Horn bone knife. Look at it. I pulled it off a demon's head. I didn't pull it off elsewhere, did I? So, yes, if you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Cubist. Now it's a demo. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, moving on. What do we have here? It's a Stanley knife. Haha. No, it's a salvage sword. So, yeah. Do you know Stanley? No. Don't do that. No one will know. No one will know. Anyway, so pretty interesting usage of the transparency. That's definitely cut off quite a fair bit, isn't it? But hey, it's a unique idea. So if you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support. Hessiam, let's see how that turns out. Let's see. But you do have competition, because over to here we have the Hidden Brigand. Is that meant to say brigade? Brigand? Okay, whatever. Chris's Hidden Brigand salvage sword with a lot of transparency right there. Looking pretty cool, looking pretty interesting. Do you like what you see? Then by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Chris. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Cool. Right then, but you do also have competition. We have Robstar's Headhunter Swords, Salvage Sword. Now, Robstar, last year you had so many Salvage Sword skins accepted. Do you really need more? Well, if he got loads of them accepted, why wouldn't he stop? You know, why would he stop? Keep doing it forever. But Robstar, if there were to be a guy to get a long sword accepted, it'll be you. Be brave, make a longsword. I want to see one being accepted again, because we have not had one accepted for 7 years. If you keep getting Savage Sword skins accepted, go for it, alright? Don't be afraid, go for it. So yes, guys, do you like what you see? Are you a fan of this? Then by all means, consider showing your support. Is it like a machete or something? I guess so. Sort of. Well, at the very least, if you like the design, you know what to do. Show your support. Best of luck to you, Robstar. Let's see what else is here. So, we are now moving on to bow skins. And yes, we do have a collection continuation. Then we have some handguns. Cool. Then we got submachine guns. Very nice. Very cool. Right, so what do we have over here? Blade Hunting Bow. Get a good look at that. Interesting. Very nice. Cool looking design. And yeah, it's got like a hidden blade at the very top there. So, okay. Cool. Delaroy. Interesting looking skin. Let's see how this turns out in the future. Best of luck to you. And yeah. You do have competition, a collection continuation. So Mad Polly, not too long ago, they got their NEONWIRE Sheepman of Door accepted, and then they thought, you know what, I'm going to go make a bow skin. Huh? I mean, they're more than welcome to do what they want. But I will just point this out. That is not holding up very well, unfortunately. This was recently accepted, sold for $2.49, but it's the sheet metal door curse. Sheet metal doors that sell for $2.49 tend to go down pretty badly, pretty quickly, as you can see. That is not $2.49. No, it is not. But bow skin, potential in the horizon. Would that potentially help things, would that help improve things? I don't think so. It's not deployable. It's another weapon skin. Oh dear. But it's a glow-in-the-dark weapon skin as well. I will sit here and say this. We've had some glow-in-the-dark bows in the past. They did not retain their value. No, they did not. But then again, pretty much every single bow skin hasn't retained their value. Very colourful. Stands out ever so nicely with the nice edge design. If you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support. But in terms of, am I going to go buy out the sheet metal door now? No. It's still likely going to go down in price. Even more so. You see these borders here? It's probably dropping off even lower. It very likely will end up at around 75 cents around October time. I wouldn't be surprised. A bow skin is not going to magically cause that to spike in demand. Cool. So, by all means, if you like it, show your support. Best of luck to you, Mayor Polly. Let's see if that gets accepted. What was the other NEONWIRE skin that you produced? Oh yeah, the Salvatore previous week. Okay. Right. Here we have the Peons crossbow produced by Sunart. Very nice and colourful. Very cute. So, if you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support. Let's just get a quick look at it on the side. Lovely stuff. Loads of flowers. And I do believe we have a GIF showcasing how it was all designed. Lovely. Alright, so if you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Sunart. Next up, what do we have? It is the Synth Python produced by PYH. Very bright, shiny and colourful. Get a good look at that. Oh, yes. Yes, get a good look at that. Synthwave. Go. Bright blue aim sight. Interesting edge design. Do you like what you see? By all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. P. And we shall see how that works out in the future. But you do have competition. Mr. Duck has taken a break from the Neon collection. He has made an elastic band python. Very crafty. Yes, very interesting design. So, do you like what you see? Are you a fan of this? Then by all means, please consider showing your support. Standard sort of light brown aim sight. Should be good for most environments, I guess. Cool. Interesting design. So if you like it, show your support. Best of luck to you, Duck. What do we have over here? It is the Primal MP5, produced by Hormeow and Bobo Sass. Get a good look at the side view. Pretty interesting. Looking ever so cool. Can I get an aim down the sight image? Can I get an aim down the sight image? Can I get an aim down the sight? Right, so the best we can do. Looks like it's a reddish aim sight. Can't fully tell. The lighting isn't helpful. This is why I asked for an aim down the sight image, but I don't get one, so I'm going to scream. Okay. By all means, if you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Let's see how this turns out. Next up, what do we have? It is the Black Steel Python. Please tell me you do an aim down the sight image. So here's the side view. Nice, sleek, interesting, a little bit reflective. Not too bad. Aim down. Oh, he aimed down. What a wonderful person you are. Pure, bright orange. Good for every single environment, I am sure. So, do you like it? Are you a fan? Do you like what you see? Please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Say Chains. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Next up, here we have the Ultraviolence MP5, which comes in two versions. Here's the standard version with its bright, interesting, colourful design. And, of course, with the aim sight being a bright pink. Ever so useful. Please don't shoot the horse. He's got so much to live for. But this is the first iteration. Here's the second. We have a clean version. So I do believe the first instance is covered in paint. Whereas this one, no colour green whatsoever. It's all nice. Pink and purple, ever so cool, sleek looking design, and I will ask you, do you like what you see? Consider showing your support for either version, whichever that might be. It's up to you. You've got a GIF here showcasing it all on the side. So yeah, best of luck to you, Fuff. Let's see how that turns out. And then over to here, we have the Ditto Thompson. I'm going to sneeze. The Ditto Thompson made me sneeze. I am allergic to Thompsons now, apparently. Oh dear. So, the Ditto Thompson has appeared. Get a good look at this. It is, of course, a collection continuation. Lovely aim down the sight image. And, yeah, useful aim sight it seems to be. What's going on there? Is it reflecting? Is it white? Is it... I think it's, like, dark blue on the tip, white, then dark blue below. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. Right. Get a good look at the colourful gradient from orange to red to pink to blue. Ever so nice. But unfortunately, it's a weapon-only collection. Oh, here we go again. I know, sorry. But weapon-only collections tend to always look like this. What do you mean, like that? Oh, down 46, down 49, down 50. Oh. Now, I think Mr. Kavahu could probably dabble into the likes of deployables and whatnot. You know, give me a furnace in that type of style. Give me a door, maybe some clothing and armour. Give it a shot, couldn't hurt. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, if we keep getting more and more weapons, it's just going to look like that. Yeah. So if you're going to sit there and say, what if it gets accepted? Well, I don't imagine that's going to spike in price. When the AK was accepted, these didn't spike in price. And that was very recent as well. So, sorry to say, a very straightforward answer, but by all means, if you like this design, if you'd like to see a Thompson in that design, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Gavahu. Cool. Right, that is all for the submachine guns. Now we can move on to likes of the semi-automatic rifles, the LR300s, and of course the AK47s. And yeah, we really did not have that many weapon skins this week. Pretty straightforward. Cool. So here we have the SAR, the Deep Monster SAR. It is shiny. It is covered in, aquatic scales. So yeah, Deep Monster SAR looking very interesting, looking pretty cool. Aimed down the sight. Mr. Himmick has done a splendid job with this. It is a sea monster's scales. Now, how did he acquire such a thing? Well, he's very brave. So yeah, cool looking design. Best of luck to you, Himmick. If you like it, consider showing your support. Let's move on. Because you do have competition, and it's a collection continuation. We have the collection continuation for the Menace AK47 that's currently in the Rust store, produced by Upor and Hypermonster. We got the ever so cool looking design on the side here, but I will reiterate my point. The coloured madness design for the AK looks so much better than this. And they picked the standard one, not the colourful one. So, yeah. Sorry, I've got to get it out there again. I'm so sorry. But yeah, scrolling down, that is very likely half the reason why the Madness AR is not holding up very well. It's unfortunate, but this is the position it's in. Now, will that retain any value? Very unlikely. What if we get the SAR skin being accepted? Even then, weapon-only collection. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah, Madness SAR, not exactly going to change anything, but by all means, guys, if you like what you see, please consider showing your support. But even then, SAR skins, all by themselves, not exactly a very good investment either. Does anything ever look good? Not really. Welcome to Ruskins. By all means, look, if you like it, show your support to it. Best of luck to you, Paul and Hypermonster. Let's see how this works out in the future. But yeah, we'll find out eventually, won't we? Alright, and then we have another collection continuation. The Ronin collection has appeared with a Ronin LR300. Get a good look at that lovely, interesting looking stitch design. Ronin collection, always looking ever so nice. But how's it holding up currently? I do believe two skins. 1, 2, yeah. The kilt and the roadside gloves. They're the only skins that are doing quite alright. All the other skins, not so much. Now the tier 3 isn't too bad. During about a month ago, that was in the positive. That was better. These weapon skins have performed better in the past as well, but overall it's a bit, yeah, I know. So, LR300, what would happen if you were accepted? Nothing would change. Not in this current position. Yes, some of the weapons have performed quite nicely, but it's inevitable that LR300 isn't going to have an impact on these weapons, and it's, by itself, very likely wouldn't do much by itself as well. But we are not here to question about the investments all the time. I'm sitting here asking you, do you like it? Do you think it looks cool? Would you like to see that being accepted? Well, it's in your hands now. Please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Bad Trip and Hulk. Let's see how that turns out in the future, but it does look very, very nice. But in terms of investment, I don't see much going on there. I'm very sorry to say. So I'll move on to the likes of AK-47s, starting off with L4FER's Calligraphy AK-47 with a very interesting turquoise blue-green design. That's looking pretty interesting. Aim down the sight, what do we see? Is it a standard aim sight? Looks like a standard aim sight, nothing wrong with that. Pretty colourful, pretty interesting. Do you like what you see? By all means, please consider showing your support. And I do believe, no, it's just all by itself. So consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, sir. Let's see how that turns out. Next up, we have the Destroyer AK-47, produced by Oasis and Schumer. Get a good look at that design. I like the little robot teeth and whatnot. That's pretty cool. And when you aim down the sight, what does it look like? You got the monster staring at you. Where's the aim down the sight image? Okay, well that's just the best thing we're going to have to do. Red aim sight, looking pretty cool. eyeball right there, mouth right there. He's even angry as well that he didn't do a name down the sight image. Come on now. So, I'm not being stupid. No. There is no aim down the sight image, but you can pretty much see what you need to see. So, if you like what you see, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Let's move on, because you do have competition. There's more skins on the way. So we got this non-glow, ever so cool looking overheat AK47 produced by Y9J. Now, that's the non-glow version. Here's the glow-in-the-dark version. And you're going to question, but I don't want to have a glow-in-the-dark weapon. Well, you have the non-glow version as well, so shut up. Anyway, no, the aim sight does not glow, but the body of the AK does, and if you aim down the sight, it looks like that. I can still see everything. Cool. I'm not sure if that would be allowed still. But again, you know, they provided options for one that doesn't have the glow-in-the-dark. So yeah, get a good look at that. Very nice. Yellow-orange aim sight. Should be good for every single environment. Stands out quite nicely even in the desert. So yeah, cool. So if you like what you see, if you're a fan of this, then by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, 1934633. Let's see how that turns out in the future. And then what do we have here? It is the industrial AK-47 produced by Bastaz. Look at this. Looking ever so, well, industrialised, I guess you could say. Factory made. Where's the paint? Shouldn't you have coloured it in a little bit more? Useful red aim sign right there. But yeah, it's just lacking... I don't want to say it's lacking texture, but it's just kind of lacking colour. I mean, yeah, it's a bit rusted, worn out. Okay, I understand the aesthetic. I get that now. I looked at it a little bit better. Of course, the lighting on that definitely helped it out because it shows off the rust ever so much more. So if you want a AK-47 like this, or like this, yes, we've got the yellow version as well. I think this is supposed to emulate like machinery. I guess that's what... Yeah, I know. Okay, I get that now. All right, sure. And aim down the sight. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think it's like diggers and trucks and whatnot. Eventually, over time, they get very murky, dusty, grimy, rusted, worn out. Yeah, all right, cool. Do you like it? Are you a fan of that? Please consider showing your support. Best of luck, cheapest stance. And yeah, let's see if that gets accepted. Next up, what do we have? Well, this is completely different. Sky Noise, UGMK. This is a very bright and colourful, strange-looking AK-47. I'm lost for words. So, just to point out, that is a skull shooting lasers at a cat who's getting electrocuted. Yes. So, yeah, nice and goofy. Do you like that? Are you a fan of that style? And, oh, yeah, we got a rainbow being bathed out by a cloud. Cool. Standard black aim sight. Bit silly, bit goofy. Is that your style? Is that what you need in life? Then by all means, please consider showing your support. There's two versions, one without stock as well. So, yeah, that's out there, isn't it? So, yeah, hide your cats. Why is there an eyeball shooting flames out of its eyeball? Yeah. Moving on. Oh, yes, collection continuation. We have the ever so nice iridescent green, blue, turquoise coloration for the Commuter AK-47 collection continuation to the burlap head wrap. Now, last week we had burlap clothing being produced for it. Now we've immediately skipped to an AK. Whoa, slow down, guys. Jimmy Tedeschi, Neanderthal. We could have had hide clothing or something, but you just had to instantly go to the AK. All right, fair enough. They're more than welcome to do what they want to do, and I will give it to them. It's a very nice, cool-looking AK. I showed that off in my short video. So, if you like that, by all means, please consider showing your support. But now we have to discuss... Is this going to help boost the burlap head wrap? I don't think so. I don't think everybody's going to instantly realise that AK is connected to that head wrap. We needed the clothing. All right, so just to quickly remind you, we have this. It was accepted during the July Force White. Sold ever so nicely. Perhaps a little bit too much, we might consider. But there was support, I guess you could say. We got the clothing being submitted the previous week. Will that be accepted in the next roster or the next roster after that? We don't know. That will help out the burlap head wrap, not the AK. But the AK still looks very good. So in terms of, is there an investment to be made? Well, if you're feeling confident that we're going to get that clothing accepted, more primitive skins for a primitive skin, primitive clothing skin, then yeah. You can jump on that if you want to. I've already bought a bunch from buy order. And that was a pretty low ball buy order, so I don't think I need any more. But by all means, if you like this design, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Jimmy Tedeschi, and of course Neanderthal for this AK-47. Let's see what happens next. Next up, White Viper L96 produced by Legacy. Get a good look at this. Pretty cool. Interesting looking camo design. Very nice. Yep. So, do you like what you see? Are you a fan of this? I don't really need to show you the aim sight because you can't change the colour of the aim sight on the L96. But yep, cool. If you like it, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to your legacy. Let's see how that turns out in the future. But you do have competition. We have the Yakuza L96 produced by Menomic Man. And this is pretty out there as well. Cool looking Oni design. Red, black, white coloration. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting. Alright, fair enough. They went out there. I like the threads all there and whatnot. Cool. Right, well, there you go. That's different. That's interesting. It's definitely out there in your eyes. So if you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Menomic Man. And yeah, that's the final weapon skin for the weapons and tools for this week. Out of all of these skins, which one stood out to you the most? Which of these weapon/tool skins do you reckon will be accepted in a future restore? Feel free to comment below. I'm going to take a real quick break, and then I'm going to start yapping about all the clothing and armour skins. 50 minutes in, cool. We're on a decent pace. Trying to be a lot more fast forward with it. But there is a lot of collection continuations coming up. Yes, there is. Right then, let's go. Gentlemen, shall we proceed with the likes of the clothing and the armour skins? Right, first up, we've got some very goofy looking burlap head wraps. First of all, we got the dumb head hat. That's pretty silly. That's pretty silly, yes indeed. Look at that. So, if you want to be a bit of a silly looking person, then by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Shedmon. But yeah, if you want to become monkey, if you want to become monkey again, you can go show your support to the chimpanzee head wrap produced by Gentle Beast. Swing on some trees, return to monkey, do monkey flip. Then yes, best of luck to the likes of you, Gentle Beast. Let's see how this turns out. Yeah, when I put that on yesterday, I forgot I had it on, so when I looked at my character again, it made me jump. Cool. Alright then, next up we have some burlap clothing. Here it is, the karate jacket and karate pants. No, it is not a jacket, it is a burlap shirt, just to clarify. So yeah, white clothing for burlap. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. It happened with the Arctic Protection collection. Maybe we could get a little bit more. We shall see. Best of luck to you, Nothing TS. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. And what do we have right here? It is a collection continuation for the Kitchen Warfare set. So for the previous week, we had the hide clothing being produced, which looked ever so interesting and nice. Can we get a front view? Nope. Okay, that's a bit awkward. So Rosato and Domch made the likes of the hide clothing last week. It's questionable if it gets accepted, but now we have some leather gloves. Some leather gloves designs. As you can see, we've got like bottle caps for the knuckles, a tin can lid for the top bit. Yeah, but this is leather gloves, not roadside gloves, leather gloves. So just wanted to confirm that. And yeah, we only had the first leather glove skin to be accepted in 3 years, like a month or two ago. Do you reckon we'll see another one being accepted now? Well, we shall see, but we also have to question, if either of these versions were to potentially be accepted, would we see the likes of the Boonie hat and the bandana potentially rising in price? Well, if I just quickly go to here, Kitchen Warfare. There we. Oh, okay. It's not a collection. It's not an acknowledged collection. This is a little bit awkward, but all I do is click this, and then there you go. Right. So I've got two skins: Colander Boonie hat, sold for $1.49, now it sells for $1.17, and the Kitchen Warfare bandana, $2.49, now it sells for $1.64. Let me tell you, if we got leather gloves accepted but not the hide clothing, that's only going to get a lot more weirder. So you're going to sit there and say, okay, cool, I'm going to run around with just a Boonie hat and a bandana and some leather gloves. Okay. Bit odd, but I will sit here and say this. When the bandana was accepted, that did spike in price. It went into the positive for a few hours, then it went back down again. So yes, I would expect a spike in price. I just don't expect it to last very long. So I will sit here and say I don't really expect too much in terms of wanting to make an investment in likes of that collection. If we were to see the high clothing, that would be different. But if it's the gloves, So yeah, at the end of the day, if you like what you see, consider showing support. Kitchen Warfare could be very silly, could be very fun if it were to be accepted, but it's debatable. It's up to a face punch. So best of luck to you, Rosato and Domch. Let's see how that turns out. But in terms of, do I want to make an investment? Now I'm going to take a step back, so sorry about that. And speaking of primitive skin continuations, Neanderthal Boonie hat and hide shoes are right here in front of us. Okay, cool. So, recently, we did get the continuation with the likes of the poncho and the bandana. Or was it the Boonie hat? I think it was the Boonie hat. I've forgotten what was what. Okay. Just go check the roster right now. Poncho, bandana, and of course we had the hide clothing previously. Yes. So it wasn't the Boonie hat, you fool. We're talking about the Boonie hat. Okay. Brain, fix itself. Cool. So, do you like what you see here? The full setup, the full primitive Neanderthal set. Is that looking interesting to you? Is that something you'd like to see? Well, you've got to show your support to the likes of the Boonie hat and the hide shoes. Now, let's just quickly go over to here. Let's just quickly look at the Neanderthal clothing. So, this was down pretty bad. Then this was accepted. Both of these went up a little bit, but they're still in the negative. I feel like this coming out at this point in the summer hasn't done it that much in terms of, helping it out. But if we were to see even more, I think that would actually start to properly spike in price. Now, these aren't selling that much. These are expected to probably only do between 6,000 to 7,000 subscribers by the time the Rustore rotates. I'm not going to talk about investing into these until tomorrow, because they are abnormal, $1.49 each. But it is looking interesting. And yes, more primitive skins being produced, more primitive skins being accepted, you should expect fairly strong spikes in price. Whilst it didn't happen too much with just an instance here, maybe the second instance is where we see the likes of the hide clothing really ramp up in terms of interest. So yeah, a potential full set is on the horizon. If you want to jump and invest into these, probably couldn't hurt. Do I own some of these already? Yes, I do. I bought some with buy orders. So things have worked out quite nicely for me recently. I hope to see more of it. So yeah, let's see how that works out in the future. Best of luck to you, Zinc. If you like what you see, consider showing your support. Right, so now we can move on to the likes of some strange skins. So here we have what appears to be a whiteout alternative. This is Slivkey's white core hoodie and pants, quite literally obviously intending to be a brand new white camouflage. Why is he lying on the ground? If he's lying on the ground like that, it's going to be no use because he's already dead. So yeah, when you buy it, you drop dead. Cool! I'll buy 10. Aha, I'll give them away for free. Yes. Alright then, so Slivkey, interesting design. Let's see if that works out ever so nicely. If you like what you see, by all means, please consider showing your support, but don't put it on. Okay, next up, Bandage Tier 2. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to replace the A with an O, but yep, get a good look at that. I feel like there's just too much transparency with this, and it's kind of got to the point where it's like, yeah, I think it's kind of a bit lost on a lot of people. You got like one bit of plating there, and the top bit there's a bit off, and I don't think it works. I understand the idea. I understand what you tried to do. I just don't think it really works that well. Looking at it, it just doesn't look that good. So, sorry to say, that's my personal opinion. If you could do a little bit more of it, yeah, all right, that might be interesting. But again, you can only do so much with what you have, and I don't think it's working. I'm afraid, sorry to say. But if you have a different opinion, if you feel like, oh no, maybe yeah, that could work out. Oh yeah, I like it, I love it. By all means, consider showing your support. I just don't think it's going to work out very well. Like I said, it's very transparent, and GBG hasn't even mentioned transparent. Didn't you produce a different version of this not too long ago? Yeah, light armor. I think you've gone a little bit too light. I'm just saying. So, cool. Let's move on. And, oh, well, lo and behold, look what's returned. Look what has returned. Do I really need to talk about this that much more? All right. Okay, so here we are with a yapping session. Flashbacks Tier 2. Okay. I'll be calm. I'll be chill. I'll be all right. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. Flashbacks. So, early this year, we had one instance of Tier 3 being produced and Tier 2 being produced. And we were hopeful to see the Flashbacks collection work out ever so nicely. None of this Flashbacks was accepted. None of it. Now, let me remind you that the likes of the Forest Raiders set got ever so expensive during the summer. It peaked at over, well, I mean, it's already there still. It's still there. It was comfortably above $300. It's still pretty much $300 right now. Huh. Cool. All right. Well, anyway. Flashbacks, especially with the likes of the hoodie and pants, that is very, very close to Forest Raiders in terms of the actual colour of the green. Very weirdly, humans have a great perception in distinguishing different colours of green compared to all other colours. But that right there in particular, has been the closest we've ever seen to the likes of Forest Raiders. So much so that you could save money by, instead of buying Forest Raiders hoodie and pants, you just buy those instead. Regardless, if we were to see a continuation of this being accepted, I cannot express how much those hoodie and pants will spike demand, spike in price. Now, will it be absolutely insane initially? Yes, there'll be a huge hype moment. Will it last forever? No, but I would expect it to slowly rise. Basically, if you go look at how Forest Raiders, Blackout, Whiteout initially came out, they sold a lot for their time, and they did struggle a fair bit for the first year, but from then on, no, didn't matter. Now, for the benefit of the hoodie and pants here, it's the first core piece to be accepted. Every other core piece to be accepted afterwards, you would expect a lovely spike in demand, spike in price. But whilst it's been produced, it hasn't been accepted, has it? That's the problem. That's the weird situation we're in. I'm still confident eventually, maybe possibly, the hoodie and pants will still rise up in price ever so nicely, regardless if it gets a continuation or not. That's why I'm still holding on to mine. But I'd love to see the Tier 2 being accepted. I'd love to see more cheaper alternatives for very expensive camouflage sets. You might sit there and say, oh no, that means everybody's going to be doing camouflage. Well, do you know what? Good. All right? It shouldn't be something that's gatekept by price. I will point this out again. Forest Raiders, that full set, $300. There's not that many people that can actually use that. So why don't we have it be a whole lot more available to people, you know? At least it'll be a bit more fair, because this is probably the best instance of skins being paid to win. Sorry to say. So provide a cheaper alternative, and then people complain less. This is very likely why they play on servers where they don't have to pay for their own skins. There you go, face punch. So, hey, it's up to them, But, yeah, that is that. So, algorithm, nice to see you resubmit this. Let's see how it turns out. Who knows what's going to happen? I will sit here and say, I will not be surprised in the slightest if that sells insanely. Especially the kilt. Considering Forest Raiders kilt sold for almost $70 just a month or so ago. Yeah, that kilt's probably going to get bought out a lot. At least 30,000 sales for all of it. Cool. So, best of luck to your algorithm. Let's see what happens with flashbacks. I'm still hoping, probably coping now, but you get the idea. There's a lot of optimism for it if it were to happen. I'm just not optimistic it's definitely going to happen, because Facepunch just do not want to accept more cheap alternatives for camouflage sets. Don't know why. It's up to them. Right, let's move on to Tier 3 armour. So, we've got one regular Tier 3, and then we've got 3 collection continuations. So let's go through the likes of these. First up, we have the Dragon Revenge face mask produced by Yopka and Lancy. Bright red, cool looking scaled type of design. Interesting to look at. Do you like what you see? Well, by all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you two. Let's see how this turns out in the future. Let's see. Right, but you do have competition. First up, we have Mishka and Schwanzbers. I've only got the face mask, but there's only one image. So anyway, we've got the Hell Riders face mask and chest plate, which you can see right there. And of course, it is a collection continuation for the Hell Riders jacket. Now, Hell Riders jacket did 27,000 subscribers. That is quite a lot, especially for a jacket skin. So as I look at this right now, it's gone below its roster price. 97 listings on the Steam market, which is quite literally smack dab average. 100 quantity is usually the average for every single Rust skin on the Steam market. You get the idea. So it's not like there's too many of them on the Steam market. It's not like there's hardly any. You even see, 10, 17. There's resistance there already building up. I said when I looked at this about 2 weeks ago when I did my abnormal barders, I worry for it. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down in price eventually. But continuations, I'd love to see it. We'll see what happens. Lo and behold, here we are looking at this Tier 3 armour. Will we see that jacket spike in price? I believe we would. How high will it go? I don't imagine it would be going up insanely. Probably at best it might go up to maybe about $3. But yeah, just remember, a lot of people bought it. So when a lot of people realised the continuation was accepted and it's spiking, people will unload their stock. And yeah, so 17 there already, expect a lot more. So I kind of worry for it still. I personally don't want to invest into it. I do still believe I could pick that up for so much cheaper around October time, like every other Raskin, duh. But you get the idea. I think we're still in that weird, awkward position of it's still too much. So, yeah. By all means, if you like this design, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mishka and Svonsper. Let's see how that turns out. And yeah, cool. But you do have competition. We have Royal Safari Tier 3 armor right here in front of us, alloy and hook. Get a good look at that. Nice, shiny and reflective. We have the gold body with the ever so nice tiger stripes. Very cool, very nice. Now recently we had the likes of the AK47 selling at $3.49. Did not do a very good job of retaining its value. Then we had the SAR skin being accepted not too long ago. Doubt it's done a good job of retaining its value. Nope, it's already down by 41%. Cool. Oh dear. Yeah, down 60, down 41. Okay. But if we were to see this tier 3 armor being accepted, would it cause those weapon skins to spike in price, considering this probably pairs up ever so nicely with it? Well, debatable. I don't fully know. Oh, that was great. Thanks, Hedge. No, I'm sorry to say, I am not 100% confident. Now, at the very least, on the horizon, if it were to be accepted, okay, cool. Hoodie and pants, tier 2 on the horizon. I'd like that. Yeah, alright, that's cool. I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate that. It's the weapons, though. I think we'd need a full, proper set for the weapons to actually rise up in value quite a fair bit. It's nice to see. It's nice. It's just, I think we need more than just, like, tier 3. We shall see. It's already kind of low in price, to a point where I could probably sit there and say, if you're feeling very confident that's getting accepted, by all means, jump in if you want to. It looks okay to jump in at the moment, but these will be cheaper eventually anyway, so yeah. Sorry to say, but look, regardless, do you like the design? Do you like what you see? By all means, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Let's see how that works out, alloy and hook. And lastly, what do we have right here? MTE has decided to go ahead and make the Cold Hunter Tier 3 armor. It's a resubmission. Get a good look at this. Right, so now we have to question, for a collection that only consists of weapons, and a lot of them coming out quite a long time ago, would Tier 3 armor help it out ever so nicely? Same thing with the likes of what we just talked about, the Royal Safari. It's debatable. It's debatable, but a full set of ice, you know what? Maybe people would like that around winter time. Ice, baby, let's go. I'm old, sorry. But you know what? It probably would look very cool with all the Cold Hunter weapons and whatnot. And that double barrel shotgun has actually risen up in price. I'm kind of surprised by that. Water pipe is doing very good for itself as well. Very cool, very cool. I'm optimistic, all right? But these weapons, yeah, they're still going to go down in price. They're still going to reach a low point around October time. Yes, the tier 3 very likely could have a nice impact on it. It's just it probably won't last forever. This is a much more in-demand collection compared to Royal Safari, all right? So I think the tier 3 armor would be appreciated ever so nicely. And I think we would probably see a lot of interest on these skins again. Because suddenly everybody would be like, oh, cool, I could have like a cool Cold Hunter setup. Let me go buy all the skins again. All right, it's up to you if you want to go about that. But the main thing I will ask you is, do you actually like the design? Are you a fan of this? Please consider showing your support to likes of Mr. MDE. Let's see how that turns out. And yeah, best of luck. In terms of investment, it's there. Not 100% sure, but I'm convinced enough, all right? So we'll see, all right? Got to keep our eyes open. Will it actually happen? So that was the final clothing and armor piece for the week. Out of all these clothing and armor pieces, which one did you like the most? Which one do you think has the absolute best chance of potentially being accepted? And same applies to all the other skins. Out of all the skins this week, what skins do you like the most? What ones do you think have a very good chance of being accepted for a future Rust store? Feel free to comment below. That was your Rust Workshop skin checks for July 23, 2024. Cool. Right, so let's just quickly hop over to here. Hope you are looking forward to the likes of all the skins over the past weekend. As you can see, lovely bits of skins all over to here. Very nice, very nice. I just noticed some more skins here. I'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, if you ever want to get yourself set up with the likes of full Adorphus list, so you get all the skins presented to you in such a manner like this, then by all means, look in the top right corner of this video right now. You will see a special card has appeared. If you want to learn how to set up a followed authors list so you can see all of those skins being presented to you in such a manner, you get the idea. Cool. Right, so I should also point out we have TGG's top picks list, as you can see right here, the newest batch of skins. This is the list that Facepunch themselves look at to make a decision in regards to what they're going to accept for the next Rust doors. Now, of course, they do a lot of early picks, late picks, extra late picks, lots of extra late picks recently. Who knows what they're going to accept? But make sure you get a good look at this. And of course, you might notice some newer skin creators that have passed the threshold. And just to bring this up as well, there's that. I'll talk more about that in a second. But if you've seen this collection, don't forget to, of course, also watch the video. That German guy also puts out a video every single week showcasing all of the skins. So give that a good watch. And yeah, just get a good look at all of that. Right, so what do we have over here? Bombshell Sap. Gentlemen, this is 100% guaranteed to be accepted. Every few months, TGG will submit a skin and it will be 100% guaranteed to be accepted. Every single week, that German guy is going through all the newer skins and he's curating them, making sure each skin is of the quality standard to be accepted into Rust, and of course make sure there's no like DMCA issues, no copyright. So he'll produce this list, Facepunch will look at it, Facepunch will pick out skins they like and add them to their Rust stores and whatnot. And as a thank you, every 3 to 4 months we will see a TGG skin being submitted to the workshop. It is a guaranteed to be accepted. And that is why, as we look at this Bombshell Sap, which I will probably add to my own collection, but it's a guarantee. I will link it in the description of the video, actually. Yeah, look in the description. You'll see a link to this. Perfectly fine looking red aim sight. Cool looking design with the face. Cool. That's guaranteed to be accepted. Now, it might not be the very next Rust door, but it will probably be the last Rust door of the month. We shall see. It's got to be every 3 or 4 months. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4. But yeah, if it's not the next Rust door, it will be the next one after that. It's for sure going to appear. So, cool. Nice to see it. Right then, so what else is there to yap about? Charity skins. Right, let's quickly hop over to here. So, of course, we're getting closer and closer to the Twitch Drops contest end date. And we've only got 13 skins now, or 15 technically. So last week, I had the likes of Mr. Z Skipper showcasing the double doors they made. We've also got likes of this Jackhammer as well. So Z Skipper and Dark Schneider, they produced this, and it looks very, very nice. Now, this is the standard version. There's also a transparent version as well. So as I quickly hop over to here real quickly, I've seen this all in game and whatnot. Chances are I might make a video showcasing all of the skins because there's not that many. There really isn't that many. So yeah, get a look at this. Cool. Do you see the little hole there? Do you see there's also a hole here and a hole here and a hole here? You can see through that. It's not perfect, but it's got transparency. And that potentially could be a winner. Who knows? We don't know. Not yet, at the very least. But that'll be charitable Rust Twitch drops. They'll be given away during October. So that'll be happening in about 3 months' time. Technically 2.5. So we also have this skin produced by XNL. Glow-in-the-dark sheet metal double door right there. And as I hop over to here real quickly, take a look at both of these skins. You can see that we've got a lovely garage door right here produced by, what's that, Mr. Voodoo? Yep. Cool looking, straightforward garage door design. Nothing wrong with that. Cool. And over to here, we also have the likes of the rug skin produced by Y9J and 34633. Direct Relief is the charity that Charitable Rust is helping out this year. They provide humanitarian aid to people, struggling when there's been like a disaster. So yeah, cool. All of that is on the horizon. And yeah, we also have the Syringe Jackhammer, also produced by Z Skipper and Dark Schneider. Pretty cool looking design. Yep, we haven't had a Jackhammer all of this year. In 2024, we have not had a Jackhammer yet. Kind of surprised by that. Skin creators, what are you doing? And what I should also point out is this weekend, we have the Twitch drops for FancyOrb. I'm taking part in the event. Kicks off on Friday. Content creators get in an hour earlier. Ooh. But if you are not a VIP, you can still try and get in the server. There's just going to be a big queue. So feel free to watch anyone streaming Rust over the course of the next week. Between, July 26th to August 2nd, these 6 Twitch drops will be available. You could just watch one person for 12 hours, you'll get all the skins. Yes, it's anybody who's streaming Rust on Twitch. Just make sure you're watching on a Twitch account that is connected to a Steam account, and yeah, job done. Easy. So a rock skin, a hammer skin, an armoured double door, a large wood box, a garage door, and an M249. And if you want to get a much better look at all of those skins, fairly recently I did provide a video where I showcased all of them quite nicely right here. My FancyOrb Global Warfare 2 Twitch Drop Skin Showcase. Consider giving that a good watch. And yeah, I hope you appreciate it. I hope you like it. I hope you like the video. I'm out of breath. I'm done. So yeah, thank you very much for watching me today. That's everything. And a sap. Thumbs up, all good. Catch you later, have a lovely week, and I look forward to if you want to turn up and watch me. You can watch me for the Twitch drops if you want to. So yeah, catch you later. See you, goodbye.